Hey everybody, welcome back to another Love Looks Logic video. This is the second video in the Christmas market series, and today we will be traveling to Basel, Switzerland and Strasbourg, France. I told you guys about why Heidelberg has earned a special place in my heart. If you haven't seen the first video in the series, go check that out. I'll add a card in the video so you can click right on there. However, these are top contenders, okay? And you will soon see why. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so our first location is Basel, Switzerland. First off, Basel, Switzerland has never been on my radar. My friend Lisa, she is a bigger world traveler than me and invited me to go on an overnight trip to visit this location. But every time we end up in Switzerland, it is always literally a breath of fresh air. So this was a decent road trip that from Kaiserslautern is 3.5 hours. So my friend did all of the research for this location. We just took to Google Maps when it was time to find a hotel, and I found a location that was smack dab in the middle of the strip. It was well priced, it had breakfast included, and parking was available as well. Honestly, if they check all three of those boxes, I'm picking that one. We took our time to actually leave Kaiserslautern. If you want to take this as a day trip, then that would be perfectly fine. What we didn't plan on was actually paying 70 euro at the border for entering Switzerland. We didn't purchase a vignette getting there, so if you do want to take that road trip, just plan accordingly. You won't have to spend that much money. Once you get past that and like a $50 McDonald's meal for like 2 people, you'll be fine. Driving in Switzerland, it's a bit tricky because they do not have that many traffic lights. So you literally have to be very communicative with the drivers, pedestrians, all of that's on the road. It wasn't as stressful just because everybody was participating in allowing people to get through and get by. Once we made it to our location, we parked the car, dropped our bags, and went wandering straight into the market.
Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything.
So most of the Christmas markets that I have been to, they sometimes seem to have the same merchandise, but Switzerland had its own flair. They had, of course, your Swiss chocolates, they had knives, they also had some figurines that I honestly haven't seen anywhere else.
Listening, it's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you.
Not all markets are made equal. In the previous Christmas market video, you saw they had a small carousel. Here, they actually had a cute little Ferris wheel for the kiddos.
You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present. Come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow, lighting a light with you. Choirs will sing and the joy bells will ring. Nobody loves you as much as I do. It's a wonderful feeling from floor to the ceiling. It is that time of the year, drinking hot wine by the fire.
So if you know a bit about me, You know I love me some chips, okay? And we tore it up. It was so good.
My friend, pick up some candy canes and hang a wreath on.
But there's always snacks, foods, things to make sure you don't go away. You can just keep eating and wandering and browsing or whatever. It was nice. It was really, really nice.
It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you.
Once we kind of wandered long enough, we ended up in this beautiful square with the church and the Christmas tree. We just kind of let them run free and be kids, honestly, and just took in this beautiful night. We saw in that same space that there was another area that they had Christmas markets, but we ended up going on their last day of the market, so they were already kind of packing up the place. If I ever get a chance to go back, I definitely want to wander a little bit further just to see what the vibes over there would be like as well. So the atmosphere there was so beautiful. We had a good time, the kids had a good time. I honestly wish we had more time because there were a few places that I wanted to visit. It was around 9:30 at this point, and we kind of took that as a sign to wrap it up and head back to the hotel. So that's what we did. Turns out the bar was actually serving Kinder Punch, like non-alcoholic punch, as well as, you know, alcoholic beverages for the adults. But the fact that they made it so inclusive for the kids too was nice. We powwowed a little bit in the lobby before we headed up for the night. Okay guys, that was Basel, Switzerland. I enjoyed myself very much. Pleasantly surprised as usual. Yeah. The next location, we had to get up a little early. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. That next morning, we were heading back towards Germany, the same direction. However, we were planning to go into Strasbourg, France on the way back, which was awesome. So we found parking at this university in Strasbourg, and already I was just kind of taken aback, set back in time. The scenery, like everything was beautiful, like straight out of a vintage book. also like into photography as well. So we just kind of took our time to wander around in this area, take pictures of what inspired us the most. And it was really great to just kind of share that hobby with a friend, but also be able to allow our kids to, you know, enjoy that bit of an experience as well. Walked about 2 miles to get to the actual place. However, it was worth it. Just everything that we caught on the way there. I honestly had no expectations normally, right? But it just worked out well the way that it did. Closer to the markets, I could tell we were getting closer to the markets. We were seeing a lot more people. We decided to catch some grub and feed ourselves and the kids before we actually made it to that spot. And then when we finally made it, the markets were nestled right next to the cathedral. And I apologize now, okay, because I was so enamored by the cathedral, the architecture, the amount of detail. When I tell you, like, it was breathtaking. I wasn't too pressed to buy anything. honestly, I'm okay with browsing, but when it comes to me buying things, just little knickknacks, if it ain't food, I'm probably not gonna buy it because it's gonna end up somewhere in a box. I had to literally find me a corner to just sit there and stare. Forget the market, it was beautiful. They even had a gorgeous vintage looking carousel. If y'all have seen these little carousel toys growing up, this was literally like a life-size, a legit vintage one. The backdrop against the cathedral, it was just gorgeous. It really did suck leaving. Strasbourg spoke to the artsy side of me. Christmas market, we needed to head back to Germany. Oh, I didn't tell y'all, it was about an hour and 35 minutes from Basel to Strasbourg, and then from Strasbourg back to Germany was only 2 hours. If you are thinking about just making a cute little road trip to 1 or 2 locations, it's definitely doable. Very short-lived, but packed with everything that you need in a Christmas market. The vibes, the foods, just the whole experience. And if you got kids, it'll work out just as well for them too. All right, everybody, that is Basel, Switzerland and Strasbourg, France. If you enjoyed this video, I really hope you did. This was great reliving, but to just be there, guys, it was awesome. If you ever get a chance to come into either one of those locations, let us know in the comments below. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to join the L3 tribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!